Welcome back to URDONE, the podcast for the girls, gays, and theys. Hosted by me, Brendan.
And me, Tasha. And on our podcast, we talk about whatever we want. So strap in or strap on, because today we're yapping about
the Traitors. Oh my gosh. Specifically the U.S. season.
Yes, that's the one that we're currently watching.
Yeah,
which everyone is currently watching.
Totally. And we're up to the Black Banquet. So it's thus far.
Yes.
But before we get into it, Tash, you're holding something new. What is it?
I'm holding this new, beautiful, striking microphone that we have.
Yeah.
Yes. I see that yours is flashing little rainbow colors over there.
Yeah, it's super cute. Oh, I'm pretty sure it sounds even better, too.
Y'all will let us know.
Yeah, these are microphones from Maono.
Yes. What does that mean, Maono?
Yes, you know I love a fun fact.
Yes, you do.
This is actually, it's a Swahili word, a Kiswahili word. That means vision. Yeah, and so we're excited to be partnering with them for our mics today.
Yes.
These mics are great. You can see them. We're holding them
without the base.
But they come with a base. And they're great for podcasting. They're great for gaming, for streaming. So it's really cool, and we're super excited to be using them for this.
Absolutely. You guys give us your feedback. What do you think?
Totally.
The cuteness of the vibe, the vision of it all.
The vision of it all.
The vision of it all.
Yeah, hopefully they aren't traitorous to us.
Yeah, we've had moments that the whole episode has gone awry, as you guys all know, or you've just never even heard the episode because we had to trash it.
Right.
So
thematic for our episode today.
Exactly. Oh, how I would love to be a traitor.
Oh my. Okay, so we haven't talked about this show yet before, right? This is the first time
I
we're
don't
talking
think we
about
had an
this.
episode on the Traitors
Okay.
yet. No.
So if you're unfamiliar, which would be crazy because you must live under a rock, but the Traitors is sort of like a multi-international show. It exists on like every country basically has their own. And it's kind of like the game Werewolf. Is that?
I don't know that, but I know the mole. It's
mole.
giving the mole.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've played this game before, like in summer camps and stuff, the Werewolf.
So it's an Alberta thing.
I don't know if it's Alberta specifically.
Got it. Because I don't think we have that over here in Ontario.
The idea is you get a group of people together, and then certain individuals are picked as, in this case, traitors, where each night, air quotes a night when I say it, because you're obviously playing it over the course of like a couple of hours, they then get together, selectively kill someone, and then the group remaining has to vote out who they think the werewolf is. It's effectively the same thing. So Traitors.
It's also like Clue.
It's very
it's
Clue.
Like the board game Clue.
So it's a murder mystery show in and of itself. And everyone is talking about, now including us, the American version, because they do it differently by having reality celebrities and actors on it. So it becomes something that's kind of exciting to see these
messy. And we will discuss all the mess.
We're going to get so into it. So before we get started, before we talk about the Traitors,
we got to talk about ourselves.
We got to talk about ourselves.
Which I think we like to do sometimes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And why not use new mics for that?
Why not? I have a great story.
Okay, so let's get into the catch up.
Yes.
Okay, tell me your story, Tash.
Okay, so my story is that I went to a club bingo event.
Okay.
Club air
and
quotes.
And it wasn't just 80-year-olds?
It was like, I would say like middle age. Like actually there's everything. There's like mid-20s.
Okay.
The oldest person I probably saw that I could see was probably in their 50s or something like that.
Okay.
It was called Bingo Loco.
Bingo Loco.
And then right beside the Bingo Loco said, it gets a little weird. Right?
That's good.
First of all, it doesn't have a BINGO and numbers. It has like a collection of numbers, whatever. I won't get into it.
Do you like bingo normally?
I love bingo.
Okay.
Like a scratch bingo, a card bingo. I love a bingo.
All of it.
Why not?
Nice.
You don't need any, there's no strategy. You just got to be fast.
Yeah. I'm so bad at it.
Oh, I love it.
Have you?
I want to go to the old people ones that they have 7 books and they have their own stampers that they brought in in their fanny pack. I want to do that.
I get it. I love a drag bingo, but tell me about what is Bingo Loco.
Bingo Loco. Well, the thing I want to talk about is that I'm thinking I'm going there. We're going to win big money, you know?
Yeah.
The ticket's $50. It was $50 at the exhibition.
That's not cheap.
It's not cheap at the exhibition in Toronto. And there was no cash prizes, but they had prizes like a karaoke machine, an air fryer.
Okay.
A trip. The last one was a trip to Vegas.
Nice.
And one of the prizes was a dildo.
Oh.
A very large, long dildo. Yes. And the
Well then.
MC of it all was like trying to like every time like something new would happen, there was clearly a song teed up and ready. And so like Pony by Genuine came on and he goes, ladies, if or men, whoever wants to.
Okay.
That's what
Very
he said.
inclusive.
Yeah. If you have hardwood floors, right? Hardwood or like what's the other one that's like
Linoleum?
sure, that's not what he said.
Tiles?
Tile.
Okay.
Right? If you're ever bored, just slam it down. And he had an example of like one of those materials, and then it was on top of a bench, and he picked it up and it picked up the bench as well. And he started swirling it around. He's like, yes, come win this. And so when two people won the bingo, the two come up and he's like, you don't just win a prize, you have to what? Earn it. And everyone has to go, earn it.
Earn it. Okay.
And so the task was whoever can pick it up successfully without using their hands.
Well, I don't know if I want it after that.
Exactly.
I think it's whoever picks it up the grossest keeps it.
Yeah, it was like dip it low, pick it up slow.
What did they do?
They had to pick it up with their mouths.
That was it. That was the only way.
Well, I don't know.
The first person to put their lips on it, that's yours. That's your.
I think that's yours now. And
Yeah.
like it was like a wee little white girl that won, and I was like, get a girl.
Get a girl.
Do what you gotta do.
Get a girl. You know what's funny is when you say that, I'm pretty sure my friend also won a giant pink dildo from Drag Bingo.
Well, there's it's a theme.
Bingo Loco includes.
Bingo Loco is very inclusive. Yes. So it was a fun time.
That's
It's definitely got a little weird, but
Who
I'm
did you
here for a
go
little
with?
weird. It was like 5 of us. It was me, Olivia, my husband, Maria, and Canitra.
Oh,
my
friends of
cousin.
the pod.
Yes, all friends of the pod.
Love.
Yeah, so it was a good time.
That's cute.
It was a good time.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's what your moment was. I didn't win.
Sadly.
I
Have you
wanted
ever
the
won a
karaoke
bingo?
machine. Yeah, like not big or anything, because like no, I wish.
Okay.
But I enjoy a scratch card even if I don't win.
Fair.
It's just the
Fair.
like
It's the enjoyment.
like yeah, it brings me joy.
I love that.
And that's mine.
So my You're Done is that Toronto and basically most of the east coast of North America went through like a crazy snowstorm recently.
Yep. 60 what was it?
60 centimeters or something. For our Americans, that's like more than 2 feet, almost 3 feet of snow. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
And it just reminded me of how the weather is out to get me, like specifically
You.
me. I was thinking about how back in October we had plans to go to this like Italian circus, like horror circus thing. It was very random, and I had rented a car because we needed to drive all the way to like Etobicoke or something.
Okay.
And the weather seemed fine. I was like, can't wait, getting ready. And then as I finished getting ready and I'm leaving the house, it was that day that there was like that crazy freak squall storm that like kind of flooded everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, literally, as soon as I leave my apartment, it's like starts like hell is coming from the sky.
Mhm.
I have to cross the building to get the rental car. As I get there, I was perfectly dry, all nice. By the time I crossed not even one block, I was soaked
Disgusting.
to the bone.
Disgusting.
I get into the building. Where's the rental car? I have to I'm walking around the building, just getting more and more. I don't know. I'll never know. We literally had to Uber there.
You never found the car?
No, because it was totally missing. I had to call the rental service and be like, hey, so the car is missing. And they're like, what?
Imagine they gaslight you and be like, no, we
it's
see
there.
it there in the spot and it's right beside you.
No, it was not there. It was sad. It's because it's one of those car share services, Caminado.
Yeah.
Not to drag them, but to drag them.
Mm.
Yeah, and the snowstorm this year, well, that happened over the weekend, canceled my drag brunch with 2 friends of the pod, Marty and Daniel.
It was very disgusting.
It was very disgusting.
I was looking into a park outside of my house and they had Muskoka chairs and that was my measurement of how much snow.
Crazy.
And it got to the top. Only the little tip at the top was showing. I was like, this is disrespectful, homophobic, and racist.
You know what it is? Traitorous.
It's traitorous.
It's traitorous.
It's traitorous.
It was out to get us.
It was.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get into it.
This
Please.
season.
Yeah, so this season 4.
Season 4. It
Yeah.
had they typically have a lot of people from Survivor.
Have you
The
watched the other
Housewives.
seasons?
Yes.
All 4? all the other
I don't know
three?
if I watched the first one.
Okay.
The first
the first one was the best one.
The first one was the one with Suri.
That's right.
That one,
Iconic.
I was iconically gagged.
Yeah.
She made you all think. It was so sad at the end. Sad but hilarious. The two that were with her that were like, we're all faithful. Oh my God, we did it. And they were basically spending the money. You could see them spending the money. And she's like, But she's like, I didn't win Survivor and I've been on Survivor like mother tucking like 5 times.
Yeah.
So like,
it's over.
Smile and wave.
Yeah.
Smile and wave.
Well, so that first season, the American season, they had a mixture of normies and reality or
it was
famous
2 normies
people.
with her.
Yeah, and then
normies,
since then,
we are as well.
I think they've slowly been getting less and less. Like now, they just don't.
They don't have
do
that
normies.
at all.
Whereas the Canadian version has Canadian celebrities. They're not getting like big Canadian celebrities, or they're getting like semi well known people.
Dom from like
Perfect Match, or Hot to Handle,
Too Hot
or
to Handle.
whatever.
Netflix.
Yeah, these are like actually famous people.
Yeah.
That are on the American one.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, the first season was really good. I don't think I finished season 2. Season 3 was really good.
Was season 3 the one with Rob from Survivor?
Yes, and Bob the Drag Queen, and Zac Efron's brother.
You know, it's
Gabby
so funny
Windey.
through the entire thing. I did not know that was Zac Efron's brother.
You couldn't see by the
entire thing, and it wasn't until he did Dancer in the Stars, and then like he was there. I was like, oh, how do you know him?
Wait, so do you have a famous brother?
I'm like, how do you know him?
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
I had no idea. I thought it was just like a norm.
Okay, so when this season kicked off, was there anybody that you were really excited about?
Okay, yes. So definitely Monet.
Monet exchanged from Drag Race.
Lisa, 1000%.
Lisa Rinna, iconic housewife, and all sorts of other things.
I was excited to see Rob, but in a different way.
Love Island Rob.
Yeah, I was more like, how are you going to be on this? Right? I have thoughts about him now.
I think they put drugs in this show because I've never found him attractive. In every episode, I'm like, what is happening to me? This is
I found
not
it before, but I found it now. Also, I'm a huge Top Chef fan.
Okay.
But I loved Top Chef for like 21 seasons until Kristen took it over, but I loved it when she won Top Chef as well.
Oh, I was going to say, right? So you hate women. Is that it? You
the
hate
host
women?
was a woman before.
But you hate Asian women.
Okay. She was also an Asian woman. Don't try to come for me right now, silly. Okay?
You hate gay Asian women.
Oh no, I loved it when she was on the show. She even got kicked out, went through Last Chance Kitchen, which you have to try to make your way back on, and she won. But then when she's come back as a host, she was like, I was in the same place when I did my season, and everything becomes about her. I'm like, you're a host now, Mama. Be the host.
Back to them.
Back to them. So I was half excited.
Who, Padmalakshmi?
Exactly.
Okay.
Love her.
She's so hot.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay?
But so is Kristen.
She is, but she was just bothering me as a host now.
Fine.
But am I watching it still? Absolutely.
I hope you heard that, Kristen.
Yeah, you're still getting my views because I watch every single season, even while you're the host. So I was still excited to see her.
Okay.
I've never watched a Housewives ever, which we've discussed. So I didn't know about like Canadice. I obviously know Portia.
Yeah.
Right? Natalie, of course, from Survivor.
Yeah.
Yam Yam, of course.
Yeah.
But like there's some names that I'm like, I didn't watch. I watched a lot of Big Brother way back when.
Not as recent.
Yeah. So I'm like, all these Big Brother people, I don't know who you are.
There was a few people. I mean, I like that they brought Dorinda back from season 3 to now.
Yeah, because she got kicked out on the first episode.
Yeah, and she was very sad about it. I thought it was interesting that they brought like Johnny Weir and Tara, the like Olympic. I love Johnny Weir. I thought what I really liked about this casting of this season is it's very gay.
Oh, yes,
and it's very like gay adjacent. Like it's like housewives who may not necessarily be queer, but like they're beloved by the gays.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think you have like, okay, how many people on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 queer people.
Beautiful.
Which out of that cast of 22 or whatever, that's a significant.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize Rob C from Survivor. I don't know what season that is.
You know what's funny? I actually struggled myself. I'm like,
I think he must have looked different.
Maybe. And I didn't watch Dancing with the Stars, so I don't know who Mark is.
Okay. Yeah, me neither. And then Colton, I have things to say about him.
We have things to say about Colton.
Yeah.
Michael, I've seen in like different shows. Like, did you ever watch like growing up a show called Boston Public?
No.
Was it Boston Public?
No.
But it was a really good show, and he was in that. So I've obviously seen him in a lot of shows.
Okay. And Ron, I like from Loot. That's how I know him, from that
And
Apple TV
I have no
Plus.
idea who Eric is.
Eric, he's a K-pop
Probably
singer.
Well, you know,
Probably.
because he has perfect pitch and understands.
Yeah.
You know,
I like him actually.
No, but when he was like so sure, he's like, my livelihood is to know what sounds are.
And
so
you
I'm just
were
gonna
so
choose a different
wrong.
Black woman, right?
Yeah, it was so.
It
I was like,
nice. Yeah,
you probably shouldn't have dug that.
I thought maybe he was right. I was like, oh, maybe he's talking about Candace.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah,
and then I was like,
and then whoop, red to Phil.
And I actually think he was not even thinking about Candace. I think he was thinking of Lisa Rinna, but he blamed it on. Anyways, okay, so it's been a wild season so far. I really liked it up until now.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, the Black Banquet just happened that episode, so we're up to date. And I think that was probably one of the craziest episodes of Traitors.
Alan Cummings was on Kelly Clarkson's show.
Okay.
And actually said that this episode, prior to coming out, is probably the most like turbulent in the best way episodes that there has been on Traitors. And so like be like prepared and get ready for it. But I want to go back for a moment.
Yeah, please. Start from the beginning.
I'm going to start from like the selection of the Traitors.
Okay.
And the twist up that they had this season. So we have Candace, Lisa, and Rob chosen as the
regular Traitors,
which I loved, right? Like I actually really love this. And I love the new addition of having a secret traitor because as the viewer, we know who the traitors are. And so you don't really get like surprised in that way. Yeah. But you get like tense waiting for them to figure it out.
Yeah.
I was excited about having a secret traitor. But I'm
and
like,
that we didn't know
and that we didn't even know who it was.
Yeah.
But then ultimately, when we find out who it was, girl, I was disappointed. I feel like they just made it Miss Donna so that like Taylor Swiftians could have a moment here.
See, I mean, I understand that.
Is it also because she didn't really do the challenges? If you look back, like the challenges when they're like running and stuff, she wasn't there.
Oh, I wasn't noticing that. No, I think the sad or challenging part about it is like I also really like the idea of the secret traitor. I don't think that they picked her specifically for like Swifties, but I do think
views. Like it got a rise when people found out it was her.
Oh, for sure. But I think that like if I put on a producer's hat, I would have been like, okay, who's the most unassuming person here?
No, I was like,
good.
No, I truly was like, they're gonna give it to this woman.
Well, that's the thing.
I immediately thought that.
I think the producer meeting of it and then the reality of it was like, all these people have worked in reality TV forever. So of course they're going to be like, well, if I was going to make the show, that's who I would pick. So it was so easy for them to figure it out. But as a concept, it was a cool idea.
It to still then going.
It would have been cool if a new person had been picked as a new person had secret traitor.
Or they just like were still not uncovered yet.
Yeah.
Right?
They had apparently a bunch of things like way more like elements of the secret traitor that they wanted, and so the producers were really pissed.
Because it was like episode like 3 or something.
She's the first person.
The first person was the secret one, so there's that.
Yeah,
and I was very impressed by the camaraderie and the intention of these traitors. They were doing so well.
They were like, we're a team.
Unit. And then Rob decided to be his regular like Love Island like bros code only.
Yeah, he gave the Leah treatment to these women.
You see that post when, remember when Leah was like,
yeah.
That's basically what Candace is saying to him across the table.
Oh my gosh, when she at that writing his name down, everyone else is going to be like, why'd you write that down? But but it's going to get rid of her too.
Listen, I think she's like, if I'm going down, so are you.
Yeah. She's like, we're taking the whole thing with us.
I saw something. So those who had just watched the last episode, and if you didn't, all of the spoilers, but it's already out. So someone was saying, okay, let me go back. We have Yam Yam is the one who is actually murdered.
So we're on back to this episode. Yes.
Murdered in plain sight.
Yeah.
And had said, it's Lisa. She kissed me.
Yeah.
And then is she even on this paper?
She has to
Mora was like, I was already thinking I didn't want her to kiss me to get her lip combo on me. Now that would have been a great defense for Lisa, because Lisa would have been like, well, if that was the case, why was none of my lipstick on Yam Yam?
It's true. So,
But her only response to everything was, I am not a traitor.
yeah.
I am not. No, it's not me. I'm not a traitor.
It's not me. It's funny you say that. And your favorite person in the world, Kristen from
I
Top
just am
Chef.
not loving her as a host. I
Yeah.
love her as a cook and as a contestant.
Anyway, she posted on Threads about this, saying that at the round table, what they don't show is that she was saying it's not a kiss. It wouldn't have been a kiss. And people were like, well, why not?
Because everyone kissed everyone.
Well, and she said because we all had to do HR training and the producers would have never allowed for that to be the reason. They would have never let a kiss be the way that somebody would have died, because that would have forced whoever it was, no matter how their comfort
to have
level,
to kiss them.
Yeah, exactly. And so she was like, it can't be that. Like he's wrong. The thing is he was right, but it couldn't have been that function.
I do think she was iconic with how she did the brooch as the thing that you had to touch.
Oh my gosh.
So smart. Oh, look, that can happen. That happens.
Can you help fix it?
Yeah, that happens.
So good. So good.
So good.
What do you feel? Okay, so this is the big controversy that I've been seeing online, is that people are very split between whether or not Yam Yam should have been allowed to say anything after he died.
I did see that too. I did see that too.
What was your thoughts? Because I have thoughts.
Okay. I don't know how they would have had to have presented before if someone or when someone gets murdered, if you didn't have the antidote.
Yeah.
If you get murdered, you bow out and you got to get out.
It's silence.
But it was never said.
Right.
At least for our viewing eyes.
I don't think it was said. Yeah.
So because of that, I don't think it's that big of a deal that he did speak, because if it was presented that you shouldn't, then yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Now, does any murdered contestant get to speak? No, because they're murdered in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But because they didn't say that, I don't think it was that big of a deal. But prior to being murdered, he was like, if I get murdered, it's Lisa because she kissed me.
Yeah, he had said it already.
He had said that to the person beside him prior to that.
Yeah.
Before Natalie and Tara had their little spat about getting the I was going to say the ointment.
The ointment. Not the ointment.
Right? She was
an ointment will clear that up.
It'll clear that right up. Because she was flipping out, right? So that's why I'm thinking, because he had mentioned it before, if he had said something about maybe another person and he said, I don't know, it was
random.
Mark,
yeah.
Then I don't think we would have said much. It's only because it was the right person.
Yeah.
Due to the wrong way he was murdered.
That's fair. Yeah, people online have been very mad about it, which is really interesting, because they're like, he shouldn't have been allowed to. No murdered person ever gets to say anything. They're like, it ruins the integrity of the show if a murdered person gets to say who did it. The thing is,
they've never done a murder in plain sight like that. Like, remove them.
Yeah, exactly. They've never done that. Also, he actually didn't get it right, like you said. Like, the reason he was right, but not for the right reason. And the thing is that, like, I don't know. I actually think that makes it more interesting that he got to say it, because had he not been right, it would have been even crazier, because then everyone would have gone after somebody that wasn't the case. It just happened to be Lisa's time. I think it also sort of plays into a bit of the machinations of Colton, because he has been sort of coming for Lisa.
First of all, can we just discuss what Colton wore at the banquet?
Yeah, it's giving baby gay for sure. It's giving baby gay. Unfortunately,
it's from Baby Gay Gap.
Yeah, baby gay ugly gap.
Baby gay ugly gap. And I think he thought he slayed boots down.
He really thinks he's eating with that blue shawl, and I'm like, girl, that blue shawl is not. It's not giving what you think it's giving.
No.
That crazy crown for the banquet, that weird pearl thing.
How you do that pearl vest with that crown?
But here's the thing. This is how you know the other gay people don't like him, because someone would have stopped him. If I was your friend,
sweetie,
put it down. Put the pearls
choose
down.
one and change everything else.
Fix your hair, boo, and take it off. So the gay people on that show don't like him, and it's true. Johnny Weir should have stopped that. But the thing is do you know the tea about Colton? Like, are you up to date on the?
I never watched The Bachelor.
Okay,
right? It was never or Bachelorette. It was never my thing. I do know the story of that. He was closeted the whole time.
Yeah,
and has how many girls or guys are on
20.
Bachelor? So you have 20 people pining after you.
Yeah.
in the end to be engaged, right?
Crazy.
So
well, and he was a professional football player before.
This I knew.
He was like in the NFL.
Yeah. And so I just knew it as, you hadn't come out yet. Finally, after the whole thing's done, then you came out. But I didn't know about any of the other parts.
Right. So there's a lot of drama about it. So
fill me in some.
So I'm not going to get any of the names right because I'm not that clocked in. But basically, the girl that he more or less like. So during the filming of his season, one of the girls that he was like really into decides to leave, and he literally jumps a fence to like follow her. There's like this clip of him literally being like, I have to go after her. And he literally like jumps this wall.
Did she know?
She must, I think, because she came back to the show. I'm going to get all this stuff wrong.
Okay.
The main things is he did something crazy. He jumped a wall during the filming of a reality show, which made him look super crazy. Then after the show ended, I don't know if it was the same girl or a different girl. They continued to have a relationship, someone from the show and him, and it was going really badly. And he ended up being charged for stalking because he put like an air tag on her car, and he was like following her around and sending like really crazy texts, like messed up stuff, like actual like convicted of these, or not convicted, but like charged of these things. Which gaggerina about all this is because after he came for Lisa Rinna, did she not comment on one of his things?
I saw that.
Well, let's talk about you being a stalker.
But then she had a whole like post, like 3 slides across, being like, Colton and I are good. He was a great nemesis for me.
Yeah.
Like none of that.
But she clocked his real tea. Like that's a real thing. Yeah. And so the thing about it is that there are multiple charges against him. I will say, in some ways I can understand as a closeted person, he was in deep on whatever was going on in his life.
Trying to live the lie that he didn't need to live.
Yeah. And so I think like that in and of itself, I think since coming out, he probably would not do that. Who knows? But I think ultimately this show for him was meant to be a kind of like reality TV redemption. And it is not giving him the image cleanup that he thought it would, because it's actually making it seem worse.
But he's also like, okay, I'll try to get a screen grab if I put it here, but like, why are your eyes looking like that? Like, why do you look like you're crazy eyeing? And like, okay, so we know that him and Michael, let's be honest.
Michael Rapaport.
Okay, one thing about him, he's always going to be him. Okay?
Yeah.
He was like that forever.
Yeah.
Right? At least Colton's changing up. He was love him or hate him. He's always been like that.
The eating, that scene where he has like the bowl and he's like, I was like, that
he's always been crazy and messy like that. Right?
Yeah.
And does he say stuff that he just maybe didn't hear in his head first?
Right.
Absolutely.
Also, he doesn't know Colton's history.
He doesn't know Colton's history that way.
At least maybe.
Because he had said, what did he say? He's like commiserating.
Yeah.
Like,
you're
colluding.
Commiserating, robbing. Like, commiserate doesn't mean that.
And then he was like, and you would know how to be a liar more than anybody else.
Yeah.
And so. Which is crazy because double entendre.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Some could believe it's like, oh, you being closeted all your life.
Mm-hmm.
Is what Colton took it as, right?
Air quotes.
But part of me feels like he took it as that, knowing that Michael doesn't know that other stuff. He just cares about housewives, right?
Yeah.
And said, this would be a great moment for me.
Yeah.
And listen, who knows? It could have been either or. But like everyone that is gay on the show came to his rescue, Colton, which I appreciate.
Yeah, and I think so.
But I don't think that's what Michael truly meant.
I don't think
and they apologized after. He apologized on TV.
Yeah,
apologized in production. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The problem is that Michael Rapaport also has some like other pretty intense values about some things. Like he's very pro-Israeli. He's very like anti.
So it's possible that it could
like
have
when
been.
Zoran Mamdani was being, because he's a New Yorker.
Yeah.
No, maybe
he's very New Yorker. He talks about it all the time.
Yeah, like he was very against it because he thinks he's like basically gonna. It's quite racist. Right. All this stuff. So it's hard to be like, you have that person saying this thing to not immediately triangulate it. as an
immediately when he said it, I heard it as that he is just coming for you being closeted.
Yeah.
That's how because I remember even going,
yeah, for sure. I was like,
by myself.
Ooh. And so I think it was important that the other queer people came to Colton's rescue, but I really think that like when he's like, if Michael Rappaport meant it that way,
he would tell you. He would have gone even more.
But he was like, no, I didn't mean it that way. Like I misspoke. And so for that, I can excuse it. I think the thing is I also felt a bit like Colton's reaction again is sort of a baby gay reaction of like, you feel still kind of insecure about this, like this new thing about yourself. And so it makes sense to be quite defensive.
But he was still also defensive with everything. And like,
yeah,
who was it?
Because I think he's insecure, like
I
ultimately
felt really
an insecure
bad
person.
for Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany, honestly, Tiffany and Portia, the black women on this show have not gotten a good.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it yet, but I was thinking that.
They have gone,
Tiffany was like, and I love how she was just, saying what she has to say and clocking back, because I'm not going to let this little say words.
Who are you?
Who are you? Right? And so she was like, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Similar to last season when she was also a housewife, black housewife. She'll come to me, but she was saying to another bachelor, she's like, first of all, know that this is not The Bachelor. And second, I don't need to give a number, like, I don't need to wait on any roast from you. Like, it was like so good. Oh, she'll come to me, right?
Yeah.
And so same with Tiffany. Tiffany is like, your facts are not facts.
No.
The fact that he is telling her, oh, you're a traitor because you're, going around telling names of people and gathering people. Isn't that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Isn't it the same thing?
Yeah.
But what? Because you're blonde and white, you can get one with a little different?
So off on that. Like, both of them, they were so off for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's not specifically about black women, but I was watching this thing. So the Traitors is very popular in the UK. They have two versions of it. They have Traitors. Yeah, so there's Traitors, which is just regular normies, the entire cast.
Okay.
And then they have Traitors Celebrity, which is like effectively this, which is like a version of that. But so the BBC did this breakdown of all of the seasons that they've done of the Traitors so far. How many people of color have been eliminated first, or like as the first, and the number is like the delta between how many are cast and how many are sent home first or sent early on is crazy. They're like, in the first 5 episodes, how many times is it a person of color? It's like literally 80 times more likely.
Annoying.
But it's the same. It's always this like people like racist bias, like read into like, oh, you're aggressive or you're whatever. And it's like, just because they're not playing the game you're playing doesn't mean it's a traitorous version.
In that breath, then let's talk about Ron.
I feel so bad for
honestly,
Ron,
I want to give Ron hugs, okay?
Yeah.
So tell me this, riddle me
Did
this.
I send you the TikTok of that? Of him talking about it?
I don't know. But I do like watching the the Instagram or whatever TikToks that show them seeing who the traitor is after on a card.
Yeah.
Right? But okay, so here's my things with Ron. What I didn't understand, why everybody turned on Ron so heavily.
Right.
Ron was in the room with other people when Portia, bless her, was like, as a traitor, when I murdered, right?
Yeah, she's like, when me, the person that was selected as a traitor, killed you to your face. She was like, I misspoke, and you're like, yeah, you did.
And then you misspoke again. So Ron's like, I need to present the only evidence in which I have.
Yeah,
this
in a game about details.
In the game about details.
Yeah,
and that swayed everyone's vote to Portia, understandably.
Yeah,
right, because she said this, and there was others present, and then when she gets banished, and we find out that she's a faithful, everyone's like, see, it's Ron.
Ron did it.
Ron convinced us.
Yeah.
But that's what Portia said. And ever since
and other people corroborated it. So it wasn't like
So from ever since that moment, they're like, we just can't trust Ron. Like, Ron steered us away. We can't trust Ron. Over and over again. And Ron, I love when Ron was like, I'm not actually here to get to know you. When Dorinda is like, you haven't asked about my family, I actually don't care. Right. That's fine too.
So this is part of this whole gag of this. So they're apparently Ron and Dorinda really got into it.
I believe it.
Like, and they didn't show it. Where we don't actually know what happened, but more or less post Portia must have been. And Dorinda was saying some really nasty things about Ron, which is why when they didn't air it, and then that episode where he gets eliminated, he seems to be like coming at her, and they really, the way it edited makes it look like Ron is just like has this weird vendetta against Dorinda, but she actually had done something like really messed up.
And so like show that.
Yeah,
because the editing was not kind to Ron.
So what they said was that it was quite personal, and so it was not in the interest of the show or the people to show it, because it's like it starts to break, I'm sure, some sort of like confidentiality or something.
I was about to say HIPAA laws.
HIPAA. The other problem is like, so what I was referencing for the TikTok, so Ron is a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
He's been doing bits now about it, which is funny. And he's talking about how he's gotten so much hate that people are like, you're autistic, that he actually found out that
I heard
he
that
has autism.
Yeah.
And then he was like coming for Michael Rappaport about like the things I was just referencing to you. So funny. But yeah, it's so sad because like he has autism, so obviously he just like doesn't, I mean, he didn't know that, but he just played the game like like it was a game, not like it was like
I'm
a
here
social...
to win a game.
And like, Dorinda's like here to like make friends and whatever.
Exactly. And when I think it was the moment when they were like, okay, we can't vote for you, because he was gonna go around the table to say his goodbyes.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, Candice, you're like, and then I think it was Tara who was like, wait, guys, maybe he's not, because he's being kind. Maybe he's not. Maybe it's not him.
What I love about this show though is that like people, it is a game. In the end, it is a game. But people get, especially these people who you're like, you're a celebrity, you are used to being on camera, and yet they forget themselves. And they're suddenly like, oh my gosh, like people are killing us. You're like, no, girl, no, you're gonna go home to the hotel.
Exactly. Like, you know what's funny? I didn't know until this season when I saw it online. Silly me thought maybe the castle's big enough for them to sleep there. No, so they get picked up and brought to a hotel each night, but they're separated because you don't want it to be so. If you're a traitor, you want to see that you're actually held back,
of course,
so you can go to the terrace.
Yeah, they drive you around the castle.
Yeah, so I thought that was really interesting. But it's also like, okay, here's my questions, and obviously the editing of the magic of the edit. So we got the challenges, right? Okay, let's start.
I honestly could skip through them.
I could skip through most of them, and I really wish that like they didn't always get it. Like I want to see ones that like you actually got no money.
I think
a cockroach is on you, and you.
In some of them they did, and I think they've had to make them easier because it was not.
But my point is, they have breakfast. They come into breakfast.
Yeah.
Dolled up to the nines, like they're about to go to the Ritz, in LA.
Yeah.
Right? Like Candice, girl, I just want to see your skincare regime, because I know that taking off that makeup's going to take you a minute and a half.
For sure.
Right?
My cellar water is working overtime.
And Moira's finding a new wig for her to put on for that day with her Luigi hat on.
That last wig for Maura, I was like, girl, why do you have 3 wigs? Did you take Monet's wig? Did Monet leave you a wig in your room?
And then you put it on top of it. Right?
I'm so sad about Monet getting out so early.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
So we're meant to believe that you go to this breakfast all dolled up.
Right.
You then take off all these layers,
right,
go do the challenge, and then you return back to the get up outfit.
To do it again, yeah.
No, but then the outfit's back to what you were wearing for breakfast.
They do that.
They look like not a hair out of sight.
Lisa literally was on like TikTok Live or Instagram or something and was like, yeah, that is exactly what happens.
So they go back and then go back into wardrobe and hair?
Yeah, but they have to do it themselves. They don't get glam.
I believe that for some of them.
Maura's hair. But yeah, so they do it. The only time where it wasn't was the time where, well, I mean, because they switched it up, where they did the round table right away after breakfast, which I was obsessed. I really like this season because they're changing up a bunch of things. Because I think it's like Survivor. You got to like switch it up or it gets too predictable. But yeah, no, they get all dolled up. They go to breakfast. They have to take it all off, go do a challenge, and then take it all back on so that they can go to the... That's why you see them like in their...
It's not edited. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, there's no editing.
And they're all fighting over the smoked salmon. Like, I want to know, where is this coming from?
I think
because the smoked salmon looks divine. Like they come in. Is the smoked salmon still here?
Is the smoked salmon?
Yeah. And like, if we're talking about looks, we cannot not speak about Alan.
I mean,
I'm obsessed with everything because it's so
so iconic.
theatrical.
Yes.
And like the one that he was basically like a cockatoo or a rooster of some sort in all yellow and then put orange hair.
He's iconic.
I'm like, iconic.
Yeah, so you know, for the last I think it was 10 years, RuPaul has won the Emmy for Best Host of a Reality TV Show, and he's only just started to lose it to Alan Cumming. That is the only person that he deserves to lose it to, because Alan is giving you drama. Alan is giving you costume. Alan is giving you all the things you want out of somebody.
What's the dog's name?
I don't know.
That dog is even dressed well. Come on now.
Yeah. Which is funny because you have to if you watch the UK version at all.
I watched one season when there was a boyfriend and girlfriend on it together.
But Claudia Finkelman, the host with the harshest black bang, like raccoon eyes.
Rough.
Also iconic, the gloves. She's always wearing gloves.
Oh, I don't remember.
And then Karina, who's the Canada one, actually is giving, she gives
that
stun
outfit
as
she
well.
Had in red. Like a red, leather piece. I like that.
And what's cool for her is they do, for Canada, they do Traitors, and then they do Traitors Quebec, and she's the host for both.
Yeah, because I can tell she's a Quebec.
Which is slay, because she's like, oh, it's a 2-for-1 job.
Why not?
Okay, but speaking of outfits, Monet, she was looking
I really wish she was in drag a little bit more.
I think it's because of what we just talked about. The fact that she'd have to get in drag in the morning.
Yeah.
Go do a challenge.
But she was
get
only
back
on
in drag
for the first episode when you first arrived.
She would need 3 hours.
Yeah,
she would take
some
way
of them
longer.
Could take those hours as well.
They don't look at.
They should. No, they might need those hours.
Oh, perhaps. Yeah, I think just for.
I was just wanting at least once more before.
I bet you. I think she was saving it for the banquet.
Yeah. And then, she would have killed.
Yeah, and then instead.
I will say that Candice's headpiece. I was here for it. A little Medusa action. She said, "I'm the queen."
It's so huge.
I was obsessed.
Yeah, it was great.
They were all like that. They looked great.
Oh my gosh.
Great. There's some people like Rob was like, "Oh, I haven't." I promise you, it was the same overalls, and they just put a fabric over the one because he didn't come with anything.
Corset though, it was cute.
It was cute,
and I was like, well, I need to know whatever weird meth they've put in the vision for me to be like, why?
He's cute in this.
Well, I don't like it.
Here's the thing. Okay, Rob, your reasoning, I understand why you couldn't vote for Colton because he's your strongest ally and you need to have longevity in the game.
Sure.
And I understand
and it would look crazy to switch.
Yeah. And I understand that you just started to like Ron and you felt bad for the predicament that he's been put in. But you are a traitor. As Michael likes to say, a traitor.
A commiserating, colluding
traitor.
Yeah.
Right? And so to actually go against and vote for Lisa that first time was diabolical.
And
I didn't see that there was any outcome that needed that to happen. You could have just voted for Ron.
Yeah. The thing is that to be honest, I was with Rob on it because I was like, Ron doesn't deserve all this, and you need to start getting rid of your traitors. And so I think you have to find the opportunities.
They could have done 2 more, or at least 1 more. Like Ron, I already said, I don't like how they treated you, but at the end of the day, you still need to at least try your best to get the traitors to go a little bit further,
sure,
so that it's easier to knock them down later, right?
Yeah.
Or end up with 2 traitors. Now, it's one thing, okay, you did your vote for Lisa.
Yeah.
Sure. But now you're the kingpin of takedown. Now when the stealing of the dagger, he's like, okay, let's all make a pact that we don't say anything. And I saw
he's playing a really good game.
He's playing a good game.
I'm sorry, but I'm like, he's gonna win.
He is, but Candice,
actually, I don't think so.
I actually think that she might kill him. But not in the game version, kill him.
Yeah,
now.
I think she's about to
I think she's my red gloves are
Yeah, I think it's salted earth sort of thing. She's like, you and I are both going out in a blaze of glory. Because
but I need them to get a new I'm ready for them to flip someone.
Who do you think that they'll...
Okay, that's my question. Because they need to either decide to murder or bring onto their side. Some of these people, I think, would rather be murdered than become a traitor.
Okay, so if I was in their shoes, so
You
I
tell me the
actually have.
person you think they should bring on, and I'll tell you the person I think.
Well, so I have something to add to that before we say that. So I actually listened to this person who had a really good. I wish I could think of their name, but they were talking about how to really play this game. In truth, this game, even through its title, is Traitors. You want to be a traitor because it's the only way that you can be on the show for the longest amount of time, guaranteed, because you only face one elimination.
Exactly.
Versus this. So it actually behooves you to get rid of traitors.
It what?
It behooves
you
to get rid of traitors so that you can hopefully become one. So you should be playing the game as someone who could
become a traitor.
Become recruited.
Yeah.
So if I am a traitor, I'm Canadice, I'm Rob. I would love to be either, honestly.
Yeah.
In a future world, I would say there are two real options for you.
Okay.
One is you pick Colton because if he says yes, he's next to go. And that sustains you as a traitor for longer.
True.
But it's a bit like right on the nose.
It's too right on, because that's where everyone's thinking now.
Yeah. But if you really wanted
Rob a little bit.
If you really wanted somebody who's like kind of flying under the radar,
I think Johnny or Eric.
I was like, Johnny would be the right person.
Yeah.
He doesn't really say much. But the problem is that you also have to consider who you can beat. If you're Rob, or you're Canadice, do you think that you would outlast that person as a traitor? Because if somebody's brought in late enough and nobody has any suspicions of them,
it's true.
They're gonna be the Sari. They're gonna win.
Yeah.
So you have to pick, like, Natalie would be another good one because that performance of the antidote
was crazy. But then also, I don't know if she'd be the good one because, like, how Rob like immediately knew that she was the one with the dagger. Like, she couldn't even look him in the eye.
Which is crazy. You're a survivor, girl. You can't lie.
Like, crazy. And for a moment, I actually thought that Colton had it because Colton and him had this little. They give.
Yeah.
Like that moment, I thought I only saw that.
No.
So I thought it was the way of him like making sure.
Yeah. I thought the same thing.
But that's when Natalie was like, "I wouldn't lie to you."
Girl, you were like, I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you. It was so, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Even the way she smiled when she looked at
and then licked her lips. I was like, girl, she wouldn't be a good traitor. None at all.
No, so tell me, okay, so if I was at that dagger scenario, I would have lied about everything.
So that everything's a lie.
They were like, what's your name? I don't know. What's your favorite color? Brown.
Who knows?
Brown.
Gravel.
Do you have it? Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, 2 truths and a lie. But it's actually 2 lies and a truth.
That's actually clever.
Or even if I didn't have it, I would have said yes.
Yeah.
To fuck him over because I'm like, I don't want you to have it.
Because they all said no. Yeah, you're right. No one, someone should have been like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, I have it.
And confidently, too. Be like, yeah, I do.
This is why Traitors Canada cast me.
Honestly.
It's closed, but it closed, I think, yesterday.
Maybe
they'll watch. Karina, if you're watching.
I would love to be a traitor. But I do think like I'd have to like change up my personality a wee touch.
Right? Just a smidge. Just a smidge. It behooves you to change a little.
Just to undertow it just a touch.
Yeah.
Right? But I would love to be a traitor.
So I understand that. I would also love to be a traitor, but...
Can you imagine we were traitors together?
It would be over.
Run this town tonight.
Except I would want to be a late recruitable one. I would do so much better as a faithful to get start and then be recruited. And I would play the game as a recruitable faithful because I'm like, start me out early. I don't want a lot of attention. Problem is I'm a gay guy. We always get eliminated first.
I'm a black woman.
We would be wiped from the board immediated. They'd be like, you're too chatty. You're too bitchy. You're done.
Exactly. But we'd be great TV.
We would be great TV. We would be,
You know, I have a question. Johnny and Tara are acting like their friendship is going to be such a mysterious, like, oh my God, we came in here and we're actually best friends, but we're not telling anyone.
Nobody
actually
cares.
don't think anybody can care.
They're both giving nothing. That's
They're
a problem.
giving
It's like,
nothing.
what? Because so in the Canadian version, they had wives and they did not tell anybody. They pretended like they didn't know each other, and it was great. Or they were married, so I think one of them was like non-binary, but they did a great job. They literally got through fully to the end, eliminate, like one of them was eliminated and no one ever knew that they were married.
Beautiful.
And I was like, that, and they were also like actively driving the game like independently, and then they would meet up and talk. And then they would, it was so good. I was like, Tara and Johnny are just like, oh my God, I'm going to sit on your lap and giggle. How are
I saw
we
that.
have
They're like
one
power
great
couple
cell.
here. Well, the UK one, I don't know which season it was that I said had the boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
Why this one was iconic, and if for those who have seen it, so they go on not telling anyone that they're together.
Okay.
Don't even talk to each other. One of the other guys starts to crush on the girl. So they're crushing, and she's like leaning into it, all of this stuff,
Trouble.
right? And then I guess one of the other guy had like a breakdown during the round table.
Okay.
And it was like, well, Debbie is my girlfriend, right? And then I make up her name, and Debbie is like, and then she was like, yeah. Watch Mr. Man's face. Excuse me? Excuse me? I thought we had something special like started.
Well, she must have been eliminated like right after that.
No, they like his reasoning to say it was like, I'm telling you, we have been lying about something, but we're not lying about that. Right?
It's some of the UK ones are good because people get so into it. Like people are crying and weeping. Actually, the first one I watched, I think it was the first season, the winner, this guy who was a traitor in the end. I like randomly when I was traveling last year, I saw him in the airport, like sitting on the ground, charging his phone. And I was like, girl, didn't you win like a bunch of money? Shouldn't you be in a lounge?
You have a portable.
And he's like turned into like a creator, and he just like has his like portable camera, and he's like, he does this horrible interview TikToks. Ugh. End me. Anyways, okay.
So ultimately, we think
back to this.
Who is going to win?
I think Rob is going to win.
I think Rob could. I really think, but at the end of the last episode, when Johnny was like, I don't know if I can really trust Rob. Now, this is the first time he had a little bit of, because of
a little heat on him because of Colton
and Candice.
Yeah. Well,
but the thing is,
but I don't even know if anyone. They didn't
because they mentioned after, they're like, why did you do that? She's like, I just couldn't do it to Lisa. Right?
But like, why him, not
But the
Colton?
thing is, Rob has not learned his lesson of always doing like the bromance.
Yeah, dumb.
That will be his downfall.
You should have stuck with the ladies.
You should have stuck with the ladies.
You should have stuck with the ladies.
They would have had his back for sure.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That's why I'm saying I think it was too early.
I don't disagree with you. I just think that like sometimes you have to take
television.
Yeah.
It was great
and
television.
I think Rob could have won. I do think that Candice may just really go.
I would love it.
It's done for you.
She's like, you now are scarred.
Which actually might be some vindication for Leah. To be honest, I would be happy.
Yeah. We can't have Rob do that to Leah and then win the Traitors.
Right, yeah.
No, sir.
No redemption arc for you.
No.
Candice, get him, girl.
Exactly. And then, so we think either him or Candice, but who will be, we said that Johnny or Eric will be brought on as the traitor.
Yeah. Or Natalie.
I just don't know how Myra's even still there. She doesn't even know what show she's on.
Oh my God.
She's like, people get banished?
She doesn't know where wigs come from either. Yeah. It was just hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But this is so fun.
This is a great season.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
We'll give an update at the end. Like we'll in one of our catch-ups, like when the first time it's over, we'll reconvene on how correct we were.
Yeah. My only thing, I wish they made the creepy episode of in the cabin creepier. Everyone got to leave way too early.
I think the celebrities we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Candice
You're not pouring bugs on me.
I'm so sorry. You see this lace front?
Yeah, we're not doing cockroaches and wigs.
We're not doing that.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Maybe next year we'll be cast and we'll be able to do our own. We'll be able to do our own. We would never be able to speak about it, but you know, who knows?
You'd find out once it's like, you know, aired.
Oh my God, slay. Well,
wish us well.
Yeah, this was so fun.
Absolutely.
And
As
again,
always.
we love our new mics. This is
I know,
fun.
it's super cute.
The-
Can it do like is it like other colors?
Yeah, you can change the like rainbow light that's on it. You can change it to like any RGB color, so it can do like solid or breathing, or this like rainbow one. Yeah, breathing.
Breathe.
Anyways,
Just
so
keep.
breathing and breathing.
There you go.
That was my alarm for like when it first came out.
Telling you to wake up.
Yeah.
So that you'd
It
breathe
was
to
so
wake
good.
up.
It was so good. Oh my God. I literally was like, Ari got me through.
She woke me up with
Yeah.
breath.
Anyways, okay. Well, thank you for watching. And stay tuned for next week. We always have more exciting things coming for this
Yes,
season.
very
Season 4 is our iconic season.
I
Yay.
mean, we are iconic in 1, 2, and 3, but
Yeah.
even more
We get
in
better.
4.
Yeah. So like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.